Hey there guys, and welcome to another video. Today we're going to be doing a LeetCode 65 valid number, where we have to take a number and we have to see if it's valid. Seems there's a lot of rules that we have to follow. So we'll see. So off the rip, right? And no, if there's no letters in the number, we're gonna have to check. So we need to see if it's a valid number. And exponent is I'll just find. Okay, so so let's go to Python ASCII table. Let's look at this. So in the without lowers, every letter is between 97 and 122. Okay, so we're gonna go here and go between 97, 122, 4 letters. E equals 101. Okay. So what we want to do now is we need to take this the list, right? So what is all num? Pretty sure we used this a long time ago. Okay. So all num. So we're gonna do 4. So the last number has to be either has to be a number. Let's think about how we want to do this. Let's think, like, what can we use? I could try and go through a while loop and try and go through every number and see if that number is in the right place. Or is there a better way where like so we're gonna do it. So x equals 0 while x not equal to len s. While x not equal to len s. Right, we're gonna go through. So this is the first integer we're gonna look at. So there's a bunch of cases, right? So one thing we're gonna do is we're gonna put all our exceptions. So if s dot count we need something count period is bigger or equals is bigger than 1, return false. So if that happens, so if the count of those is bigger than 1, so while x is not equal to len s, we're with the digits. So if the digit, so if it's everything's normal, at the end it'll return true. But we're gonna look at the digit. Okay, so what could go wrong with the digit? So if s at x is equal is or should equals a minus, or s at x equals a plus, right? So if that's the next digit, or s at x equals a period, let's check the next digit. If x, or if that happens, if x equals len s minus 1, return false. Else elif s at x plus 1. Cool, nice, that's amazing. I don't know what I just did. There you go. If x plus 1 is a number between, what's the ranges? 0 to 9. S1 int at elif if s at x plus 1 is less than or equal to 9 and no. Is lower. Is alpha. Or alphabetical is later. So if it's alphabetical is later, so elif x plus 1 dot alpha dot is alpha. So if that's true, right, it means turns true if all characters I'm just gonna try like company x, and if I say x equals txt at 2, true. Okay, so it does work with individual characters. So if that is alpha, return false. So that's for negatives, positives, and dots, the next character confirms a number. Oh no. So not for dots. For dots, it's fine. We only have to confirm that for that. Is alpha, or check if, or it's not all num. Ooh, that might be good. Or is not, or not s x plus 1 dot all num. That means it's a special character, so it should return here. Same thing with pluses and minuses. Wait, is alpha? Wait, if it's E, then it's no, because if it's dot, it shouldn't be plus E. That's fine. So if it's plus minus, it's fine. If s of x if f of x is if x plus 1 is alpha and no, if s of x is alpha and s of x not equal or dot lower not equal to E, return false. So now we have, so let's get an integer followed by an optional exponent, a decimal followed by an optional exponent. So now we have exponents good. So if the number after the exponent, no, we need to do, so we don't have that. We haven't done this yet. Followed by digits, we have these. So our pluses and minuses are fine. Our dots are fine. So all we need to do is do the first two right here, which means that what happens after the exponent? If s of x, if s of x is equal to E, right? Check. That again. Elif so if it's another alpha, or if it's not all them, a special character, we're gonna return false. Like, oh no, they're alpha, return false. And then it just has to be, so it's fine. We just have to make sure that it's we just have to make sure that the next one is a plus minus or a number. So elif s x plus 1 dot is alpha. So if it's a number, if it's a number, it can be plus minus. It just can't be a letter. It can be anything though. It just can't be a dot as well. A dot, if it's a dot, that's fine too. What happens if it is a dot? Hold up. If it's a dot here, So that works. If it's E, if it's E, the next one can't be. It can be any number, but it can't be a letter, and it can't be that. What is this? Hold up. And then we need to do one more. If s at x equals a dot, right? We gotta make sure that if x equals, ooh, no. It's fine if it's that. If x equals len s minus 1, we're gonna pass elif if the next number has to also be a number, elif x s at x plus 1 is alpha. Wait. So if it's alpha, so if it's A to Z and it's not that, and not a number. Because this is a number and letter, and this is just letter. Wait, so if it's a letter, and not a special character, or not a special character, or a special character, here we want to make sure that's a number, so we're gonna say elif. So if it's not, so if it is all num and not s x plus 1 dot is alpha, x plus 1 at the end, return if I run this, I don't think this is gonna work. Hey, we got 2 of them right. But if it's a 0, I got false. I'm expected true. So is all num. So 0 is getting a false. Makes no sense. Wait. What do you mean? This makes no sense. Genuinely, there's nothing, because s and x is not a dot, it's not an e, and it's not this or this. What? It starts at 0, x is 0. Well, n is not equal to len s. Len s is 1. So it's going to go through it one time. If this is true, no, it's not. This is not true. Because 0 and this one's not true either. So, okay, what we're going to do is we're going to go here. Open VS Code. Okay, generate, cool. So now we have to do boom, 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 boom. So print false end. There's like an end command. Hold up. Die. I'm pretty sure I have it somewhere. Do I have it somewhere? 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 Exit. That's what it was. Exit. I deleted the wrong one. Exit. So we're just gonna take this and we're gonna copy paste it every time there's a false. We need an s variable, so s equals period, right? And then print true. So if I run this, it should give me true. False. Alright, so I don't want to say it's supposed to say false. Oh, okay. And this one's supposed to say E, which is false. If I put in 1023, so we're gonna count them. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So false 4. Ah, perfect. So if I put 0 in here, get true. If I put 1234.123, false 7. So if it's this, if x plus 1 is all num and is not is alpha. So if it's a number and not so what's wrong with this? Is it failing on the first one? 7. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh yeah, it's on the dot. So when it's a dot, we're saying x plus 1 is all num. So x plus 1 returns so we're gonna create a new thing. And we're gonna call it generate test.py. Just because it's a test one. So go generate.py, close all these, and we're doing this, right? And we're gonna go, so s equals a bunch of letters. If s, x equals 1, no, 0, is all num, print true. Else, elif, s, if s is alpha, print true 2. Else, print high. So it is. So if I put a bunch of numbers in here, true and high. So this one, it's not alpha. So if I go here, no, and I go and So why is it failing here? Hold on, that makes no sense. I'm copying the statement bar for bar. We're both looking at 0 plus 1. I want true for that. Oh, wait a minute. If it is all num and not O, that means it's a number. So that means that I need to fix this because it should not be a number. It should be if it is all num. No, if it's not all num. Wait. If it's a num and it is alpha. If it's let's think about it one more. If it, so we want only numbers. So if an all num is numbers and letters. So if it's in all num and it is an alpha and print that. Right? If x plus 1 dot is all num. So if it is all num, no, if it's alpha, if it's a character. Okay, so this is a very bad statement. If it is alpha or not sx plus 1 dot is all num. This should get me a true. Yes, this gets me a true on this. If I add an e here, gets me a false. If I get an e1 here, gets me a true. If I get e1.2, should get me a false. Okay, if I delete this one, negative point plus true. So let's look at here. Is there any situations where there's exponent has decimals? So I think it does. So what we're gonna do instead is we're gonna go dot trigger equals 0. If it's equal to dot trigger equals 1, I'm gonna do a statement here. If dot trigger equals is bigger than 1, return false. But if it's an e, dot trigger equals 0. So if we run, and then we have to fix the problem we had before. So what did we change exactly? We changed the is alpha here, and then we changed the code at the end to make it that. Yeah, and then I think we should be good. Let's run it. Oh, so this one we got wrong this time. Dot. Just, dot. If it's only a dot, so it has to be dot followed by digits. If len equals, and then so just another if statement. If x equals 0, return false. Okay. So this worked. I don't know what I did. My code's gone. Okay, cool. So I have code now. I don't even know what my actual code is, but we're just gonna hit submit, and if I get it wrong, then wrong answer. 0.1. We got false. We expected true. If I could see my code, I'd be able to figure out why, but unfortunately, That's not how it be. Ooh, you're spitting. If I do this, and then I go here. Oh, no, 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 no. We want this one to go to the left side. Yeah, there you go. Genius. So, point 1 didn't work. So let's go to VS Code. If I do point 1, let's clear first, and I run it, I get true. And here I expected true and I got false. Okay, that's fine. Ooh. It's because the dot trigger stuff. No, if x equals, no, if x equals 0 and x equals len s minus 1, then, I'll test it out. But if I go, test case, and I go dot 1, and I run it, cool. Let's see what we get. Should get all 3 correct. Okay. So we got 1,250 out of that many. We got wrong. E9 expected false. So if E is also the first letter, so if E is the first letter, so if x equals 0, return false. Okay. Oh my god, I did this. What? Hold up. No. Dot triggers. So I forgot to add an equal sign. Big deal. Okay. I've submitted like what, 4 times now? Point 1 didn't work. Wait, what? Hold up. No, dot trigger is equal to 0 right now. When I find when it's equal to 1. Okay? If no plus equals. No, then I need the plus equal. So we got a lot of submissions, but this is the right one for sure. Point 1 didn't work either. Okay. No, if it's bigger than, all I need is if it's bigger than 1. Huh? Hold up. Dot trigger. If it's equal to 0, we set dot trigger equal to 0 again. Right? It's naturally equal to 0. And when I find 1, I put it, I increase the counter, right? So if it's 1, it's fine. The second it gets to more than 1, that's when the problem occurs. So if I do this and I do 8.1 and I run this, I'm getting the wrong code on. Why? Hold up. No. Oh, cause this should be here. Because after I increase everything, then I have to check if there's the amount of dot counters. You're joking. 6 plus 1? Wait, why? Oh, because the only time for there to be the plus is when there's another special number. So either a point is either at the start, a point. Okay. So last edit, I think, and then we're good. So the only time there is to be one of those is at the start, after a point. So we're going to do a whole new thing. This is for after stuff. And we're going to go here and we're going to say, okay, if x equals this is if x not equal to 0. Right, we're going to go in here and we're going to say, okay, so that means that we ignore the start. The start's fine. If s at x minus 1 is all num, x minus 1 is all num. So if that's true, so if it's a num, if it's all num, so honestly, if it's not equal, if s at x minus 1 is not equal to dot lower, not equal to e, or not equal to a period, return false. So this means that in the submission I had a few seconds ago, I'm looking at it, if it's not equal to e or it's not equal to dot. So because the only time you have one is if it's after at the start, after, no, it can't even be after a dot. It's only after the exponent. Okay, submissions. So a few seconds ago. Cool. But now I have to. So why does this have to be? Yeah, why does this actually have to be so confusing? Test case. Boom. Run. Please fix it. Invalid. Oh. I was like, what do you mean invalid syntax? Like, I don't. What? Oh my god. It should be. I put it. Fuck. What? We can't have multiple e's. So exponents can't have exponents. E counter equals 0. Same thing at the end. If e counter bigger than 1, return false. Every time there's an e counter plus equals 1. Alright. If we have a couple revisions. Should give me a false. Come on, we're 50 test cases away. 4 foot. Oh my god. Expected false. What do you mean? If it's alpha, so it has to be a number. It could be a decimal. So I'm just gonna add it if s at x plus 1 equals dot pass. There you go. Cool. So 461. Oh my god, you're joking. You know what? Okay, it's been 40 minutes. I'm giving up. I've tried it too much. Okay, is there any Python solution? Rejects. Cool, that doesn't seem... Float s if infinitely, if inf and oh wow, hold up. What is if inf? No, this is though. I don't want to like. I feel like too much pride. So I think we take a minute to understand this line. This makes perfect sense though. You know what I mean? Oh, cause the dots work, but I don't know how. Like I feel like this. What? Huh? Okay, so cool. It actually just captured me, straight up, right? Bar for bar. And it said what? I got. Okay, cool. So we'll try one more solution. We'll just try this, guys. And if this one doesn't work either, then I think we just call it a day and we give up. Okay. Well, we're just gonna do it the long way. I don't care anymore. Okay, so both of them don't work. I'm just going to keep my original solution and we're going to quit. This had a return false on it, but yeah, cool. We'll try again tomorrow.